All right, watch out. I got to hit live on here. All right, I'm going live on Instagram. You hear that? You know what that means, right, Ron? How are we looking, Brent? We good? All right, we're live. Table talk. Table talk.
I know, a lot of times we are
Table
live.
talk on ice. Yeah, we're live. It's table talk
That's
on
Goody's
ice.
kid right there. Look how
Table
fast
talk.
Goody's kid is.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
There we
Table
go.
Talk on Ice. We are here.
Yeah, we're here. My name isn't changing my name.
Oh,
today.
and we got a guest today.
A special guest.
It's not Ron. It's Ron Rogan.
Yeah, I'm Ron Rogan. But
Professional
the lady asked who I
podcaster.
was. I said Rogan, Ron Rogan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Who you got, Frank? Who are you?
Well, yeah, I could be Frank McAfee.
Frank McAfee, yeah.
Yeah, I just need. I slipped my shirt up a little bit.
And it's Michael Strahan.
No, Michael Jordan, remember?
He
Michael
wants to be the
Jordan's
GOAT.
Yeah. Michael Jordan.
So here we are live. We got a couple people skating right now, a couple kids. We got Goody over there. I don't know why Goody does have his skates on. It's my neighbor.
Hey, and first of all, we're also live on YouTube. What else are we live on?
Instagram.
Instagram. We are live on Instagram, but you're probably just seeing Ron right now. But we'll have to move the camera around a little bit.
Well, I mean, he's the sexiest guy out here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Ron Rogan.
Yeah, how about that? I like that, Brett. Brett, I like you just showing me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I better look good.
Yeah.
Hey, what do we?
You're the star of the show.
So we did have to thank John Hondros and Truist for sponsoring us today,
Yep.
taking over the skating rink. Oh, we had one fall already,
Yep. Kids are falling.
and I think that's pretty cool.
Well, it's really cool what you're doing out here, Ron, for these guys. And I know you're trying to promote the podcast and have fun, but out here at Birkdale, you have this skating rink right here, holiday season, and you're no doubt in the giving spirit because you're supporting this golden ticket that everybody's coming out here and supporting the podcast, which is awesome. But what a great event and a great time to come out here and just give back a little bit.
I see a lot of guys like John Hondros and Jeff Mack and Todd and Neil Albert. It looks like they're scared of the ice.
Chris Scott, Michael Scott, the Scott
Yeah,
brothers
Scott.
over there. How about the Scott brothers?
I mean, were they scared of the ice?
Yeah.
I think Michael could play basketball, but apparently he doesn't know how to ice skate. What do you guys think?
I'm afraid that if I got out there and ice skate, I'd dig trenches in there, and all these kids that are skating out there so joyfully would be tripping over each other and cutting each other and with those sharp blades that they have on.
You know what I don't have on today? My sunglasses. You never got
I got some. You want to wear some?
Yeah, I got to wear sunglasses. It's a little bright up here. Look at the girl doing the ice, shaving the ice. This is
Here you
just this is like a
Take care of
Stanley
this.
Cup right now. Like, look, she's over here shaving the ice. John's asking what's going on.
Well,
She's
it
like
is-
the
it
human
is-
Zamboni.
It is like 65 degrees out, so I think it's maybe melting a little bit.
Well, I do have a topic today to talk about besides this, but what about, Frank, you played football. What happened with that guy with San Francisco? What goes on there?
I mean, it's hard to explain what happens in another guy's mind, but that's obviously frustration built up. He's played on a couple different teams. He's out there on Monday night or Sunday night, with the Niners, and things aren't quite going their way. He's probably not getting the reps that he's wanting. Guy goes down, and he's not the next guy up, and he probably feels like he's not helping the team at all, and he feels like he can help them a lot. Right, and that's the frustration vent that it spilled over, and it's something you can't do. I heard the guys talking about it, Richard Sherman, and the guys on Monday night talking about it after the game, or Sunday night after the game, and they're saying kind of the exact same thing. I've had, unfortunately, when you play this game, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of passion. The Niners, I think, are handling it the best way they can. They're not. They didn't cut him immediately. I know that was a lot of people's first reaction, but they're suspending him. Better business decision on their part. They get to recoup some of the $3.5 million that he signed for. So, ultimately, what does this mean for him? I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't think he's going to play another down for the Niners this season, and maybe not in the NFL because that he kind of just slit your own throat as a player.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that winners never quit and quitters never. You're making $3
That's
million.
right.
What about your family and everybody else? I mean, the players who were kiddos, they were really mad at him. It was kind of, I don't know. What do you think, Michael?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's, you got to get someone like that off your team, in my opinion. you don't want to be in the locker room or be on the field with someone who's just going to quit because they don't get their way. You know, the pride gets in the way. It's an issue.
Yeah, I've had unfortunately I've been a part of that. You know, with a teammate, ex-teammate of mine. I'm sure you guys all remember Kerry Collins. You know, after that third season and things not going his way, you know, feeling a little down and out. You know, I said this is an emotional game, and there's a lot of things that take place, you know, outside the game of football that may be affecting this guy. And I'm not talking mental health issues or anything like that, but I'm talking just everyday life of, you know, the pressures that exist, you know, when you're playing. And I know people are going to say, well, the $3.5 million should take away all those pressures. No, it adds pressures. It's add pressures to perform and things like that. I'm not making excuses by any stretch of the imagination for that guy, but I know as a teammate, when that happened, I felt like the player quit on us. And, you know, that like, I hate to make the comparison to a war, but, you know, we're in bunkers out there, and I'm relying on my buddy next to me when things get tough to be able to stand by me and pull me out if necessary, fight to the death if necessary. And you know, that's the kind of camaraderie and unity you have as a player. And when you leave that and that goes away, it's like, okay, this guy's going to be a deserter. And the first time there's tough times, he's going to run away.
Yep.
So you lose that confidence in him as a teammate. Now, could he get that back somewhere else? Yeah, he could. It's going to take some trust and take some time. And if he's a good player, which obviously he is, he's playing in the NFL, he may earn that back, but not with the Niners.
Well, yeah, teams aren't going to trust him either. They're not going to want to bring a guy, or they're going to be reluctant to bring a guy in like that, in my opinion.
I saw in the hoop group, you know, we have that league with Denny. You know, Michael over here one game. I wasn't sure if Frank, they were down by 20.
Did he walk out?
I'm not sure if he was really hurt or if he really was like, I'm out.
Who are you talking about?
I kept saying, Michael, you're getting in the game, and he goes, no, I'm injured. And I'm like, oh, God, you can't come in. Oh, look at these guys. Come on up
that
there.
was when
Come on up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So,
Oh, no.
Is this his blue eyes?
Wow.
Blue still?
Oh, my God.
oh, my gosh.
This is unbelievable.
You can see this is our
Who's that, Jake
special
Paul?
This is our special guest today. It's our special guest, Cushion.
What
Alex.
is this?
I mean, there's Travis on the ice.
Oh,
This is it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the girls with him and don't even want to walk beside him.
Oh, my gosh. Which girls are we talking about? These ones over here or these ones over here?
These ones over there. They're like, no, we don't want to walk
What is
next
this,
to
Blades
them.
of Steel? Is that what they're repping here?
Hey, two drag queens just
Hey,
pulled
come
up.
on up here for a second. Come on up.
Yes. Please come up here.
We're going to get him on the mic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is unbelievable. But then that, you know, get him in the get him a headset.
Oh, wait till you guys see this.
Please.
Oh,
Here, you
no.
guys come over here.
No, here. No, Frank, just
I'll scoot down. I want them in the middle so they can see.
Okay, yeah. Just put that on for a second.
What's up, baby?
Sit
How
here.
we doing, boys? What's up, Kush?
Sit here, right here for a second.
All right, yeah.
Or just stand there. Stand there. You can stand
What a privilege.
There you go.
What a privilege.
There you go. Just lean down a little bit. He's good. Frank, we both got bad legs. This is bad.
There you go.
This is like a war zone. They got to bring doctors
Let's
and
have him sit on
medicine
your
over
lap.
here.
All right, Kush, sit on his lap.
No.
What do we got?
I think he is sitting.
What camera are we looking at here?
We're right here. You're
You
good.
pick.
It's like you're right there.
Little delay.
So
Yes.
what's the look we're going for today, guys?
Blades
This
of
is,
Steel.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
Yeah. We heard it was a competition.
It
That's
is.
what
That's
Yeah.
what we read.
Yeah, Hondo's
invite
supposed
said.
to have a
You're in
competition.
first place right
They
now.
actually flew
Yeah.
us in from Vegas. We're doing a performance there.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, free bottle of champagne afterwards for you guys.
Okay, I
For
like
the
it.
effort or whatever you want. I
Now,
mean,
you know
do
what? Let's give him a
Class
beanie.
Let us
Get him a
win
beanie, Ron.
first.
Yeah.
Get him a beanie.
Oh yeah, the beanies are back in the.
Yeah.
They need to be bedazzled, though. Yeah. Apparently.
I thought I had helpers today, but I haven't.
Where's Ron's elves at?
I need, hey Chris, there he is, Chris. Can you grab me a couple Red Rocks beanies for the guests over
You mean
here, please?
tabletop?
Where do we get our skates
tabletop.
at?
Yeah, let's get some skates.
No, I'm good. We're good. So,
Yeah,
what do you
I was-
guys? What competition are you doing?
Figure
Well,
skating.
The invite said, ice skating competition.
Yeah.
So we assumed, there was going to be routines.
It
there was
is.
gonna
Now,
It is,
Alex,
right?
Yes.
I just want to let you know about Alex real quick. Alex has about 10 million TikTok followers. So just so you know, you're on with Ron Rogan today. I mean, I got a bunch of them.
Big
so
time.
this might help your
Yeah,
your
this is
life.
good.
This is
Yeah,
let
this
it-
is
for
good
the
for
brand.
Help us
So-
help you.
Yeah. I don't know how many I have Ron Rogan, but I have a lot. And we
100 million.
and we got Frank McAfee over here for
That's
the
right.
McAfee show.
That's
so,
right.
Big
Yeah.
Mac. I like
Big
that.
Mac.
Michael Strahan is
No.
to the left.
Michael Jordan.
Well, you guys go skate.
Yeah, because we're going to be judging you.
Yeah, we'll put on a little performance for
Please
you guys.
do.
Yeah, please.
Are you going to lift cushion in the air?
We are.
Oh,
We are.
yes.
Right,
I can't wait.
Oh, I
I cannot
can't
wait
wait.
for
This will
this.
be
Let us
Might
get
get
warmed up a
injured.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Take your
I
time.
can't
Take your
wait.
time.
When
You
do you
got
take
5 minutes.
Good
Where
thing
do
is
you-
all
where do
this
you get the
stuff can be
skates at?
edited.
Yeah, where do we get the
We're over there.
skates?
Just check in with my people.
But he
Renee's over there.
has to sign an agreement for you, though.
Yeah.
Ron does.
You gotta
Yeah.
sign something?
Yeah.
You got to
sign
sign a waiver.
No, over there.
Just like
Where
that.
do you go over there?
All right.
Liabilities.
All right, guys.
That's
Have
awesome.
fun.
Down.
That's
Don't let
awesome.
us down. Hey, the next subject I'm going to talk about is the ice skating. That was pretty cool of my friends to do that. Alex and Kush and Michael's friends, all their friends. But
Oh, you know those guys?
Yes.
No,
that's awesome.
We just met him.
For real, the guy has 3 million TikTok.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, and
I can
Kush,
see why. I mean, it takes balls to come out and wear something like that.
Kush is the
Yeah.
nicest guy. Kush has ideas. I don't know if you see this idea, but he has these shorts.
Is Kush the smaller guy or the taller guy?
Yeah,
turkey
yeah.
shorts.
Okay.
Where you can put your through the
Yeah,
shorts. So
you
your
put
whole-
your turkey through the shorts.
It looks like
The guy
a turkey
the-
neck.
I mean,
Yeah.
the guy he's probably the most innovative guy we have ever.
That's awesome.
So we love that guy. But they all came with their friends, and we're going to get some more ice skaters out here. You know, that next subject I have is I want to know if Bill Belichick or his girlfriend wanted to go to North Carolina. Because I'm proud of 75, his girlfriend's 26.
She got a deal at the sorority if he
She
went there. Yeah.
Maybe she got NIL.
She could have. I mean, I don't know if she needs any NIL if she's dating him.
Maybe she said, listen, Bill, I'm going to get now. I want to be a cheerleader.
She might, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think she wants to go to business school there. That's the word.
I
The
actually
word
re-
is
I
she wants to
read-
go to business school, Ron. So I think she might be enrolling in Carolina. Honestly.
You know what? You would know. You're a Carolina
I am.
junkie.
I am a
I
Carolina
did see
junkie.
Mark
That's a
May
good way to put it.
at Brooklyn South, and Mark was excited about it, but I don't know. What do
Well,
you
I
think?
tell you, there's no downside to it, in my opinion. The guy's 72, 73 years old, and I know he's going to get made fun of, and a lot of people are going to talk about his girlfriend being so young and things like that. Good for him. I mean,
I am.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
I think we're just jealous,
I
right?
mean,
But
I'm a little older. I have
yeah.
no problem 26.
well, that's the reason why you started the podcast. Let's be honest here. That's the main reason. But as far as the way the game is going, and the amount of money that's being generated and being given out, and the promises that are being made, it's turned into the NFL 2.0. And in fact, I mean, I've heard some craziness that's taken place with throughout the country with some of these different players, demanding pay, demanding play, basically making demands on these universities that even NFL players aren't demanding of their pro teams. So it's out of control. You go from 2 years ago, not being able to get a pizza for free to owning the pizza shop. And everybody just throwing money at these players. I think Shedeur Sanders is making roughly $6.3 million. So there's really no benefit from going to the NFL. But as far as Belichick goes at North Carolina, if nothing else, he's going to manage that program. He got them $20 million for the NIL, and it's going to do nothing but benefit them if he can get the right type of players in there that fit the program.
You see a college football playoff in their future?
No, because, and here's why. As much as North Carolina wants to be a football school, they're not. They're still a basketball school, and that has nothing to do with the alumni wanting to win games. I think the alumni wants to win. They feel like they're, it's starting to kind of scratch the surface as a football program, but you're just not going to compete against the Oregons.
Yeah,
they have
they-
unlimited income and revenue.
And these players don't want to be second fiddle to
wanna
the
ask
basketball team
That's
either.
right.
The question I'd have for you, Michael and Frank, is if you have $20 million, do you take 25% and say, I want the best quarterback in the country? Or is it better for what in college? What do you think matters?
Well, the quarterback obviously matters the
Yeah.
most. It's the most impactful position.
Yeah, I
Guy
don't think it
touches-
matters what level you're on.
Yeah, that's right. And it's the same principles I think you would use as if you're a GM or the president of the Panthers.
What's the second player then? What do you have with that? A lineman? Or?
I mean, you build your team based on the impact that you're going to have on your roster.
Right.
And typically
Use the playmakers out there.
Yeah, the most impactful players are typically quarterback, number one, wide receiver, defensive end, number two, game changers. They're going to be able to, instantaneously change the outcome of a game or the momentum of a game. A lot of people are going to look at left tackles, as a standard. if you're going to pass the ball 100 times, you better have a guy that can protect that asset at quarterback. Your most important position on the offensive line to protect the quarterback's blind side. But and then you look at the receivers. But are they going to get the players? Are they going to get the players that Georgia gets? Are they going to get the players that Tennessee gets? Are they going to get the players because of Bill Belichick? I don't know. That's to be determined. But the one thing he has going for him is that when they come, he can have Tom Brady, make a phone call to the quarterback that they're recruiting to say, hey, you come here and this guy's a great coach. He's going to teach you the right things and he's going to put you in position to be successful.
I think where he's got a leg up is with the parents. I think he's walking in. I don't know if he's going to be walking into their living rooms, but if he is,
look out, Dad.
Yeah, the parents are going to be more excited than the kids will.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. That's kind of what I'm pointing at is that a lot of high school kids, college kids coming in. Mama is making the decisions a lot of times, and as a player, things have changed so much. It used to be, you kind of had that conversation with mom and dad, and you're going to stay close to home so they can see. But nowadays, it's who's going to pay you the most. Yep. There's more business decisions involved now than ever before. Because if I'm going to make $4 million versus $250,000, that's a life-changing money. And I can do it for 4 years more in the college level.
Well, we're going to pivot a little bit and talk about Christmas. What do you think about that? What do we got going on?
We love Christmas.
Ron Claus over here. You have a Christmas party tonight.
Yeah, for your Christmas gift exchange. I get a lot of crap for this. You have to. The guys have to bring a $400 gift. Was $300. Was $200.
It keeps growing.
It does. And inflation by the day. $100. And it's funny the women that bitch, like, not bitch. They'll be like, oh, that girl only brought a $20 gift. I'm like, well, that's her husband. He's probably cheap. I'm not sure they are. I'm like, come on, man. I don't know anything about the women. It's about the men originally, and I love the women to come. But it's about camaraderie.
So what's your ratio? What's your ratio of guys to girls there?
Well, to be honest with you, it all started with just a real close group of friends, and then so it's about 10 and 10.
But it's separate. So the guys go up into one room.
Yeah.
The girls are in another.
Oh, so you have two separate exchanges.
Yeah, and the girls is like $100 minimum. And
the funny thing is, Mike, I've known Ron for about 30-something years now. And I don't think I've been invited.
Really?
Yet.
That's kind of how I felt.
I can understand.
You know what? When he retired and lost his money, I didn't ask him.
You know what, Frank? It's funny you say that because
I need an NIL deal.
Ron was telling me about his birthday party a few weeks ago, and he was telling me how it was the next night, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird. I didn't get the invite."
Yeah,
to that,
right.
Ron. He's like, "Yeah, we're going to Steak 48 tomorrow night."
You're on the menu now. Oh, geez, this guy wiped it out.
Good thing he's wearing a helmet.
Hockey, but no, it's been great. It's the gift thing is funny. It's like I got an electric bike Todd got me. I use it, not now, obviously, but.
So are you notoriously known as the best gift giver or the worst gift giver?
I think, it's funny.
He's on the committee now, so he picks.
They say, if you ask Denny and Charlie and Nate, I get the worst gift, right? I'm like, my gift is solidly a $500
That's
gift,
why he went to the committee, because he was tired of being labeled the worst gift giver.
If we are all honest here, right, and I know we want to be honest, Mike and Ron, you're not picking the gift anyways. Somebody's picking the gift for you. You're just handing out the $500.
It's weird.
This is the budget. Go get a gift.
No, listen, it's paying the. I'm gonna tell you now.
I don't think he ever brings. Everyone's always short a gift because Ron didn't bring one.
For a second, Taylor, get on here. What do you think, Taylor?
I like your Charlotte sweatshirt.
What do you like? Ice skating?
Yeah, I love ice skating.
Yeah, listen here.
Did you bring ice skates? Are you going to skate?
Yeah, me and my sister figure skate.
All right.
Come on down a little bit.
Can you do tricks?
Yes,
closer to the mic.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Closer to the mic. Okay, ask her some questions now.
Did you see Alex and Kush yet?
No, where's Kush?
He's dressed up like a girl. You probably can't
They're
tell it's him.
Today.
Oh my God.
That's him right there. That's Kush right there out in the.
Where's Kush?
Right here, wearing the helmet. Oh no, that's not Kush. Sorry, yeah, that's a kid.
They're over there dressed up. You're gonna have fun.
What
with
are
that.
these other? Wait, is it reserved?
Yeah. Ron reserved the entire thing.
You got a golden ticket.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right, have fun.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
We're going to be judging. We're going to be judging.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll give out
she's a figure skater.
We need signs to say 10.
That's right.
That was Taylor Hamlin.
Travis is a good skater. Natural. He's from Buffalo, though, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
He grew up on the ice.
I guess, just so you know, Denny must have showed up if Taylor's here because she's not driving, so. Well, another VIP.
Well, doesn't she have a room in the back over there? I know you guys.
There's
she kind of lives. Her
There's
family
Denny.
lives there.
I see Denny. He's helping Alex put on his jacket. Oh, he's putting his jacket
look
on
at the
for him.
jacket. This is just
Okay.
unbelievable. You
Oh,
got
boy.
a picture over there, Brett, of that all that
Oh
going
my gosh. Alex looks way
Now they
worse
got
with that jacket
hockey.
off.
on? I mean, this is a good. Now we got some more people showing up. I mean, now they got a hockey net out there. But you know, Christmas is about this. You talk about the Christmas party. It's about seeing my friends. But Frank, you're invited next year for sure. You got to make sure. I'll lend you the money if you need to.
Oh, I'd be able to handle that for sure.
Okay, I'm just making sure now that
See,
you're.
I didn't know Ron was handling people's monies and gifts if you asked him. So
Yeah, I do that. I
Well,
have a
it's good
couple
to know.
people, but I know. But if you're living in the Peninsula, Michael, I'm not giving you a gift. I'm sorry. I mean, you know. But
Ron feels sorry for me because I think I wore this on the last podcast, so he thinks I don't have any more clothes. I'm not homeless, Ron.
well, it's good for both of us.
I'm retired.
We have the cart today, so we both could drive out of here together.
can you take that on the ice for us?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
They have something. There's Alex there. Look at him. This is. Now we got to get a picture. I'm sorry, but I'm going to come away from the mic. But
This is incredible.
this is unbelievable.
Did you lose Wi-Fi? Because I think I lost Wi-Fi. Let's see if we can get it back out there.
Okay, we're trying to get white. Are we on then? We off?
Oh, we're on. I'm just saying, like, we can't watch our live because
I mean, we talk about Christmas, but now we have bowl games coming up, and we're looking at the bracket, and I don't know who. We know it's a wrong thing. The college committee. What do you think, Frank? I don't know, man.
Oh gosh, I
Is it
mean,
about money? Is
I'm
people getting
I'm
paid?
so torn with this the college football playoff. I mean, as a fan, I love it. I get to see more football. The more football for me, the longer it lasts, the better. The problem is for these players, it's kind of diminished anything other than these bowl games or these playoff games. Bowls don't mean anything, and they haven't for quite some time. But still, the fact that when you have a team like Marshall taking their entire roster and you're having to cancel bowl games because of these NIL deals, I think it's bad for the game. And ultimately, this is gonna continue to grow. It's gonna look like the NCAA tournament here pretty soon. You're gonna have your playing games. It's gonna be 64 teams, and everybody's gonna get an opportunity.
Yeah,
it'll never be good enough.
Hey,
They went to 4, now they want 12,
listen
now they're going to
here.
want
Hey, we got another
16.
VIP. Hold on.
Okay.
We got my friend that runs Bar Taco brought us some food.
Oh,
Got
nice.
some-
nice.
some tacos for you.
You want ice skate? You're welcome to ice skate.
That's a little too much water out there.
Yeah, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the
65
bowl
degrees.
games? Who's gonna win?
Syracuse is definitely going to win there.
Oh,
I'll tell
there you
that.
go. Carolina for Michael over here, and Pitt for me.
Okay.
So, and Frank, who do you got?
These bowl games? Oh, I'm taking Oregon.
I think Oregon's winning the whole thing.
Winning it all?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, what they've done with their money and the amount of money that they're making right now and what Phil Knight's doing and spending to get whatever player he needs, they're able to compete up front. They haven't been able to do that. I don't know if you remember probably about 7-8 years ago with Manti Te'o when Notre Dame was playing Alabama. It looked like little boys playing against grown men. The SEC has grown
Yeah.
men. Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, all the SEC teams are used to that physicality in the trenches.
Yep.
Oregon hasn't been able to match up with them in the past. They can now, and I think that's because they have as many playmakers, if not more. That's where
Yeah.
they're going to make the difference, for sure.
Yeah, I tell you, but I do think that
I
some
think-
of these teams will be better than you think, like SMU.
I think SMU might beat Penn State, honestly.
I think Penn State has the easiest route to play,
What
or
if
the easiest
SMU
route to
beats
play
them? What if
Georgia.
SMU beats them? Why can't they beat them?
I mean, they can. I just don't think they will. For the same reasons I talked about with Georgia playing Notre Dame or Indiana, those are grown men up front. And it's not just those guys, it's the depth that they have. When they go to take a break and get a rest, the next guy coming in is a 5-star NFL player that's going to be just a year away. So the depth that they have and the ability to play for 4 quarters, eventually in that 4th quarter, that the body blows take their toll, and that's where SMU can't compete against these top teams. And Penn State's one of those programs. It's a blue blood program. It's been good for a long time. They've competed against some of the tops in the country, and
You don't think Notre Dame can hang with Georgia?
We don't control the ice.
I don't think Notre Dame can hang with Georgia because of the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm a Notre Dame fan. I like Notre Dame. I just don't. I think it'll be kind of the same thing. I think Georgia's the second best team in the country, and that's where they're better than everybody else is up front, especially on the defense.
I don't want to interrupt, but what you said was like when I was in high school, the 6-man,
Yeah.
coming off the bench. I've kind of reminded me of the blue blood program. What about you, Michael? Like they caught me off the bench, I hit a
Oh
two,
yeah, I mean you're
hit a
coming in.
three.
It's like
So I get it.
it's like the Fab Five, and here comes.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about when you said that. My mind's the only person thinking about my high school basketball team, and I'm going to score. But I think, I don't know. I think, did you know this? You probably did, Frank and Michael, but Boise State kept Oregon to a 3-point game this year.
Yeah, they did. Early in the season, you're absolutely right. And, they have an incredible player at running back and probably should have won the Heisman. And you look at his numbers and stats compared to Mark Ingram when he won the Heisman for Alabama, they blow him away. I mean, I think he was close to 2,300 yards, and just a dynamic player. But it comes down to being there and, just making those plays when it counts. And I think Oregon just has too many playmakers.
I can't.
Who's the little kid? Who's the little kid in the gold suit?
That's Kush.
Oh yeah,
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. That's
the kid in the Bruins jersey about hip checked him and took him out.
And that's
wait, that's not Kush.
right. I mean, this is unbelievable.
There's
we
Taylor
got-
out there doing circles and pirouettes.
And she said the ice is not good.
Yeah. Oh, the ice is
blaming
not
the
good,
ice.
huh?
We can't control the weather. I mean,
Well, it's 65 degrees, and you got a skating rink. What else do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ask for anything
They're
better,
not
can
falling
you?
yet.
I got my winter jacket on, thinking, it's winter. I cannot go out here in a summer jacket. Like I want to look like it's winter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a winter wonderland. You guys are dressed like it's warm.
Well, it is warm. It's
It is
65.
warm. What do you
Ron
expect?
came out here like he's in Green Bay.
Well,
And to be fair, I'm wearing a sweatshirt,
and
Ron.
I'll be honest with you. Now, another Frank Garcia story. If it's true, we'll find out right now. But Frank, is it true or not? When you played the Green Bay Packers, you decided not to wear a shirt because you said, "I am Frank Garcia."
Well, it wasn't because I was Frank Garcia. It was more of a unity thing, and it was 1996, Ron, and it was -7 degrees. And a backstory is that the San Francisco 49ers played the Packers the week before. Big storm came in, and the Packers, underneath their field, if nobody's aware, they have coils that heat the field to keep it from freezing because it gets so cold. Well, the week before, a big storm came in, and the field was just mush. It wasn't cold enough to freeze yet. It was like 38 degrees. And they played this big game, and the field just got tore up, and it rained everywhere. Well, the night before, a couple days before we played them, a big cold front came in and froze the coils and broke them.
Wow.
So
That's
when
a
we
bit-
were playing, it literally was like we were playing on that ice with cleats.
Yeah.
But it was -7 degrees at game time. Actual temperature with the wind chill is about
Yeah.
18 degrees below zero. And it's the coldest I've ever been in my entire life. And, we did come out there
So you sure
trying
wore
to
a
brave
shirt?
the elements, thinking we were big and bad.
Was this in the playoffs? Was it the NFC Championship?
Yeah, this NFC Championship.
NFC Championship, okay.
Yeah, NFC Championship, and we come out there, and all the linemen are going to kind of unite. We're holding arm in arm, and this weather's not going to get us because that's who we were playing against. It wasn't the team; it was
Yeah.
the weather.
Yeah.
And we went out there and just took care of business and froze our asses off.
Hey, by the way, we got some more skating out there.
There's a lot of skaters out there now.
Ron's
It's getting
attention
crowded.
is
Look
going
at
to be
this.
Ron's attention is going to be limited here in the next
Yeah,
several minutes.
it's-
Yeah, we have a few Phillies out there right now.
Yeah.
Frank and I will just talk, Ron. You just watch. We got to judge something here soon, right?
Well, we don't know. I thought we were
Well, I
looking
think
at
I think we'll judge outfits, and Alex and
Our
Kush are the
sponsor over there
champions.
is grabbing all the pucks. I think he already took the net. He already got bored with the nets. He was so excited about all these
Who
competitions.
is our sponsor, Ron?
Truist Bank.
Let's give him a shout out here.
Truist.
It is Truist. I know who it was, but Truist Bank.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
need to get more beanies out there. By the way, we don't have enough. We don't have any help today. We need a helper.
We need some elves. Kush, come up here.
What do you think? So we got the Bulls. You think Oregon? I think, we pick a lock of the week every. SMU +8.5. I disagree with you a little bit. I think SMU will give them a game.
You think SMU is going to give Penn State a game?
I do. I kind of do.
I mean, Penn State isn't going to blow anybody out. So if you're talking about opportunities to make plays at the end of the game, yeah, I think that they have an opportunity. But I mean, they didn't even win their bowl game again. Who'd they play? Clemson.
Clemson, yeah.
Clemson beat them, and I think Penn State is better than Clemson.
Well, let's just say that. Okay, right. I'm just saying that.
There's your lock of the week, Ron.
That's my lock of the week. What's your lock
Look
of
at
the
it.
week? What's your lock?
My lock of the week, I went into the NFL and looked. Philly's pretty good, right? But so is the Commanders. Washington, I think they're +3.5. I think Washington wins. I'd take Washington money line, honestly.
My lock of the week is Notre Dame versus Indiana. I think that's a boat race. Indiana is outclassed.
Boat race.
They play hard, but they haven't played anybody. And the one team that they played, they got destroyed. So, Ohio State, I think, beat them, by 3 touchdowns, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was the game wasn't as close as the score indicated. It looked like varsity versus JV. And I think Notre Dame is pretty good this year. I think they beat them by 2 touchdowns. I think they're 6-point favorites going into the game.
And I think that, what was it? Oh, Ron distracted me there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, Indiana, I feel like they might get blown out. Could happen.
I mean, that's for me the lock. And then it's hard to talk about the Panthers. I think they're 3-point dogs right now.
Yeah, they should never be favored. Again,
I mean, it shows you, when a team has expectations and is supposed to go out there and do something, they're just not ready for that. And then Bryce Young had a really, really good middle of the season, but he's starting to come back to reality a little bit.
Does he have small hands, you think? I mean,
he's 5'9".
He seems to fumble a lot when he gets hit.
Well, the difference is, Mike, is that, when you look at, it's funny, we were watching the game, a buddy of mine were observing that, and I said, the problem is with Bryce Young breaks contain, and somebody chases him down and clubs his arms, it's a fumble. He did it 3 times.
Seems like every time.
Right, because he doesn't have the size or the strength.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, the other night, same type of thing happened where TJ Watt, comes from the backside.
Right. It's not the backup linebacker from
it's not the
Dallas.
back. Yeah, that's right. And he came out and clubbed him, and Hurts held that ball like he's a running back.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the physical strength that he lacks and the physical size that he lacks. When it comes to big boy football.
Yeah.
Do you think that Notre Dame should be ranked 6th in the country, though? They lost in Northern Illinois. There's a team that lost in Northern Illinois, Michael, by 28.
That was a bad loss for sure. There's a lot
Northern
of factors.
Illinois is good, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into that as well.
The Grinch over there,
when you look, I don't think the top 12 teams are in the playoffs to begin
Who's
with.
missing? Alabama?
I would say Alabama's the top, and I would also say South Carolina. I don't know if you've seen them play as of late, but their quarterback is dynamic.
Yeah.
And
Sellers, right?
Yeah. He, trust me when I say this. He could be the next Heisman winner next year, and eventually is going to be a first-round player.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy.
Did he transfer in there?
No, he came straight from I believe Florence.
Okay.
I think that's his first year. I don't know if it's his first year or second year, but Beamer's doing a phenomenal job with South Carolina. Sellers made them an impact player. They should have beat LSU. They had a chance to beat Alabama. They lost both of those games, but he put them in position to do that. Where years past, those are blowouts. They scored 30-something against LSU, and LSU is a pretty good football team. But you can also make an argument they should be in this as well.
Yeah.
I need to get those guys, give some of my beanies out, but
they were worried about, they were
Michael
worried.
Scott, you think he'll listen to you?
Wasn't SMU, they were complaining about, the extra game, right? So, they could have just,
I want to give some of those
not shown
beanies
up
out.
and got into the
Sitting right
playoff
here.
or something. And
Just
so I
some
think
of
the
the
committee
people.
was kind of like,
Give us some
we
of
got
the
to prevent
adults.
something like that in the future happening.
I understand. I mean, and what they're talking about doing, I believe, is taking away the championship games because it gives them another opportunity. And if you don't play in one of those championship games, you don't have an opportunity to lose, but you also don't have an opportunity to gain.
Yeah.
Right. So. It's almost an unfair advantage if you're in those championship games because you look at the teams that were in there, like SMU, they still stayed in even with a loss in the championship game.
Right.
I know they won their side of the bracket and played, but, I mean, South Carolina is better than anybody in that side of the ACC.
Oh, yeah. You put South Carolina up against SMU.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so you can't make an argument to me that the top 12 teams are in there when Alabama, South Carolina, LSU all beat SMU. They all beat Boise. They all would beat Arizona State by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. Arizona State, what are they doing? And I mean, I know they won their
I like the coach, and they Scattaboo or whatever the kid's name is.
Running back,
he's a nice little player, and he's going to have a nice little career.
What are your thoughts on Travis Hunter? He's going to play both ways in the NFL?
My thoughts are on the ice right now, guys.
I know yours are.
Rod's checked out.
Can Travis Hunter play both ways?
I would like to know that.
I think Travis Hunter, if you look at the way kids are looking at the money and the impact, as we talked about earlier, the most money besides quarterback goes to who? Wide receivers.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is going to be a wide receiver in this league because of that. I don't know if he's going to be able to play both sides because there's so many intricacies and nuances at the defensive position that you need.
Just the physicality, too.
And the physicality. I mean, he's 6'1", 180, 190 pounds. He could play cornerback all day and lock down.
Yeah.
But if he was going to play both ways, I think that he would have to make his living as a defensive back and then been contributing on the offensive side and coming in for 4 or 5 plays. The package that he might run in 3rd and long. Maybe be a slot. But
so, I mean, he may be there for the Panthers. If we keep losing,
you might see him as a returner.
Yeah.
I have a tough time believing that Dion or he's going to want to come to the Panthers.
Right. Yeah.
Especially with our situation here.
Yeah.
Our system is based on running the football, stopping the run. Still,
supposedly
we're
it's
Denny
based on
Hamlin
running
up
it.
here. Listen, I got him.
There we go.
Show him where to check in. Where's this?
Here, he can come right here.
Here. No, we don't want to be seen. He don't want to be seen.
Oh, he don't want to be seen.
Bodyguards, let him
We
up.
don't want to be seen. Just come on for a second. We're not going to put you on the camera. We want your football experience. Okay. I got you, Tay. Taylor's going to do a period out there. So, Denny, we're talking about the college football playoff. What do you think, in your opinion, who's going to win it all? Can you hear us? Yeah. Frank has Oregon.
Well, I mean, I took the obvious, right? I mean, I took the number 1 seed. Everybody in the world is going to probably pick Oregon, unless you're a Georgia fan or one of the fans of the other teams. But the reasons for me taking Oregon was I think they're just built differently this year than they have been in the past.
Ohio State.
Oh.
Well, is that because you went to Ohio State game?
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Well, why?
They couldn't even beat Michigan.
It's like going in for the first kiss. It's hard to break through that moment, and for them, they can't break through that moment. So I just think that they're a really good team. They lock up when they play Michigan.
Wow, they got to go. Who do they got to go to? Tennessee. They can beat them.
Well, they're playing Tennessee and then they play Oregon.
They had the hardest.
Absolutely. If they beat Oregon, who they play?
That bracket up there to be the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Those 2 teams right there could beat any of these teams in the other bracket.
Yeah.
I think that the number 1 seed, they have the toughest division. I think this division and this division over here with the Georgia and Boise State are cakewalks, and I think Georgia runs through all of those teams.
You're probably right. I think Ohio State. I think they beat these 2, and Ohio State probably actually loses to Georgia.
Yeah. So you think they're in the championship, and the same. I mean, I think Ohio State Texas would be a great matchup. I think Texas is going to be pretty good on the bottom side, but Ohio State. Ohio State in that Oregon game, that was a 3-point game, and Oregon just got the ball last and made the last final play to win it.
I think everyone's sleeping on Texas. Texas is like kind of they're the dark horse here. I can see Texas winning it. Texas is going to be my pick to win the whole thing.
That's why you're in the bottom of most polls, Michael. So it's not.
Texas is a bad pick, right?
But let me say this real quick. What I'm going to say is, do you think the NCAA basketball, when they do the top 64 teams and they get beat, what's the difference between this competition versus that competition?
Well, I mean, they're both competitions. I mean, I don't understand your question. Your question is that, what's the difference between basketball and football?
Well, I'm saying, a lot of times there's upsets. Why can't you think Clemson can't beat Texas? Or why can't you think...
Oh, no. I think there's more variables in basketball, and all it takes is for one guy to get hot, on the offensive end, in basketball, and guy goes unconscious and hits 3-pointers and makes plays, and there's only 5 players out there. And in football, you have 22 players.
You score every 20 seconds in basketball. You score.
Yeah, it's 5 guys on the court. It's not like, all right, we need our defense to do something here. They mess up, and then you're switching, offense, defense. You're relying on too many guys.
Speaking of scoring, Denny, what do you think about Alex and Cush's outfit today? Look at
that. Look at that move. Oh, wow.
That's actually pretty good.
That was good.
This is unbelievable.
That was amazing.
I mean, this is This is well worth the price of admission right here.
Yeah, it's golden ticket.
Look at he thinks he's like the only person on the ice too.
I mean, he kind of
doing
is right now. That's the only person I see.
I can't get it out of my mind. These guys remind me of the movie Twins, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Are they brothers? What are they?
He's gonna slice Alex's leg open with that skate here in a minute. They did sign the waiver, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, good.
I mean, is that their brother over there? Is that?
Yeah, that's Alex's brother.
Yeah, I thought so.
The funny thing is there's about 4 or 5 kids that are bigger than that guy.
Yeah. Kush is like the smallest one out there.
What do you think of this event, Denny? What do you think the ice skating?
It's good. Goody's son is the best skater by far.
Oh, for sure.
The Bruins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a little baller out there. I'm waiting for him to go hip check this other guy in the flame jersey. He's about the same size.
I know. I want to see it.
Who's this girl flying around the white vest? And she seems like she knows what she's doing.
As soon as she came in, Ron was like squirrel. He couldn't take his eyes off.
No, not that one. There's a bunch of them out there. I don't want to do. One of them might be one of my friend's wives. We gotta be careful over here.
That's your trainer's daughter, oldest daughter.
That is her really. Yeah. She can really skate. I'm saying
Easy, Ron Belichick.
Well, first thing is Frank's looking at it differently than I am. I'm looking at how good they skate.
Oh, is that what you're looking at?
Yes, for sure. Now,
We are supposed to be grading.
Loudspeaker.
No, look at Taylor.
What's the scores out here? We gotta start giving scores for these routines.
You know, Todd's a great hockey player. Plays the guy in the red out there. He's my trainer. He was there at my house at 11 today. Not that we train that well, as you can see, but he was there. But he plays in the league, and
I think he's doing what he can.
Yeah.
Is Todd the guy in the yellow hat?
Did Molly ever skate before, Denny?
No, he's in the red shirt on the wall over there.
White cap.
Yep.
Look at Molly going over there.
Yeah, they're good at this.
I think this is her first time actually on a single skate.
No way.
Yeah.
She's got it down. I can't do any of this.
Well, yeah.
Which is why I'm up here, not out there.
Why aren't you out there, Denny?
Your girls can skate.
I tweaked my knee last night. I did.
Doing
I
what?
swear.
Playing basketball?
No, it was pickleball actually, which is even worse.
Oh, talk about a tough sport.
Talk about an old man sport.
Who were you playing? Who was the competition?
There were 16 of us. There was a lot.
I know. Who's the best team out there, you said?
Who's the best player?
Yeah, like the best player.
Art Van Ruinen's probably one of the best.
Well, he put up his own.
Yeah.
At his house, he's got his own court now.
Jeff King's really good.
Did any of your tennis players play pickleball?
Most of them are tennis people.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
do you think the racket because I know you buy rackets. I've seen some of your houses.
Not at your skill level, no.
Okay. That was Noah and Jeff Mack and Neil owns Crafty Burger. Jeff Mack, we never figured out what he ever did in his life, but he's very successful.
Oh, is he?
And Noah just sold the music factory.
Maybe he owns the Red Rocks.
Well, no, I think Jeff, he travels to Russia and Ukraine and Thailand and Vietnam. Great guy.
Speaking of Ukraine and Russia, what's up with these drones that are flying over everywhere? They looking for nuclear warheads?
That's a good question.
I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a huge. You don't want to get me going. I'm a huge conspiracy theorist.
I mean, it sounds like that's
I
what
could
they're
go
doing.
for hours on this with my bad
There's some
takes.
nuclear warheads that got lost in Ukraine, right? They're checking the ports. That's what I heard.
Don't you think that already?
Now the FBI's all
drop
over me.
off. Like
Great.
this outfit is really scaring me. Did you see
What's so scary about it?
Julianne made it from Nashville. That was nice. Alex, look at Alex.
Which one is she? Which one is she?
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
wow.
Wow, what
Oh.
was that? What was that?
That was amazing. That's what that was.
They get 108. We got to get a competition.
I give that an 8.
We
An
need
8.
it. I thought we were going to have some
You
competition.
got to stick the landing.
There's Kristen. She's out there in her own little world.
Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, Alex.
One blade. One kisses to the crowd.
Big man fall hard.
Renee can skate better than I thought.
Yeah.
She does look wet on one side though, so
I think she just bit it.
She fell.
I think she just bit it. How wet is that ice out there?
There's a pond over here.
Okay. So these guys are actually, as bad a conditions those are, they're actually kicking ass out there.
Now, look at Kush. I mean, is he the kid out there?
Where is he? I don't see him.
Taylor's
there he
as
is.
tall as him. I mean,
She's taller, actually.
yeah. And who else we got out there? Well, Goody, is he good at pickleball? Is Goody?
Very good. Very good.
That guy's my neighbor. He's been in my house one time.
Yes.
Down. Oh my God.
All right.
That was a hip
You got
check.
that on video. That was a 10. Holy heck.
10.
Hey, Charlie, you missed that. I don't know if you saw it, but Alex just knocked Kush in the rail.
That was
Holy
cool.
heck.
You got to
Do it again.
move over.
What'd you lose?
Kush.
Oh, the
Move over.
goals.
Kush moved, lost his phone.
No, I think he's trying to get the goal. What are you trying to do, Kush?
He's going to get taken over the boards.
Kush, move that way.
He lost. Are you mad at him? What's he looking for?
No, I want to see Kush check Alex, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
He's trying to get checked over the
Yeah.
boards.
Let's see a hockey
We
fight.
signed waivers. I signed a waiver. If anybody gets hurt, I can't get
I want a
sued.
hockey fight. Let's go.
Look at all the fans watching around. They're like,
Well,
tabletop.
they're probably nervous for their children out there. These guys over here hip checking everybody, and with all the kids running around. At least the kids got helmets, though.
Well, not Kush.
Well, look at this. This is. So, we talked about the bowl games, and Frank, something on a serious note, the kids. How is it having kids going to school nowadays? What about that happening yesterday?
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh!
Crazy.
I mean, the challenges that these kids have nowadays are so much different than what we did. You know, with all the social media, with all the ADHD and all the things they're diagnosed with, and it's hard. It's hard to be a parent. You know, watching your kid, leave to school every day. Hoping that he's going to come back in the same way that he left, and we're entrusting these schools to take care of these kids, and something like that takes place, and it just shakes you. And it happens too often. I'm a big gun supporter, but there has to be rules and there has to be regulations and
Security guards.
I think that there needs to be different measures taken for these schools, and even if it's going to cost a little bit of money, for the taxpayers, spend that instead of putting it on, towards Ukraine or towards our military. We should be protecting our kids first and foremost in this country, and I think that's the one thing, as a parent, that has a lot of people concerned. And when you start looking at the challenges that they have and the obstacles that they have to overcome, and there's a lot of things easier for them, but there's a lot of things more difficult, and you just hope and pray every day that they come back safe.
Yeah, I think it's been crazy. It's a crazy world. I wouldn't want to, I don't know. Look at Travis out there with the hockey stick. There's no pucks anymore. It's an interesting crowd out there for sure. So we got the bowl games. What about the horn? By the way,
right. Yes. There we go.
So, hey,
Nice.
That's an unfair advantage.
so one of my friends and I made a bet, Frank, that the Panthers and Hornets would make the playoffs.
This year?
For $5, paid $60,000.
You're already out of the money, right?
Yeah, there goes your $5.
You're just a waste of $5.
They offer-
$5 to win 60. What's what? They had to win every game.
Well, they get the playoffs.
Why?
Do
My
you think
question.
the Panthers and Hornets will ever make the playoffs? Together.
Ever together? Yeah, that's more likely. I mean, this year was super unlikely with where the Panthers have been and the way they're playing.
What do you think, Michael? You think
It'll
the
be
Panthers
not anytime soon. The Hornets, they can't stay healthy all at the same time. They get the whole team back, one guy gets going to
But
get
who
hurt.
would you? But it doesn't matter if they're all on
Yeah,
the court.
but they're all. Even if they're all on the court, dude, they can't play with anyone.
Yeah. I just
We'll
can't
never
say-
know 'cause they're never on the court
I used to
together.
be a huge NBA fan, and the way that sport is changing right now, and it feels like the entitlement that these players have.
Oh, shit.
He just got taken out.
The NBA, yeah, it's not as
Well,
fun as it
we
used
grew
to
up
be.
playing. We grew up watching Jordan and Kobe
Yeah.
and Bird and Magic, and these guys played 82 games like a war, and every game mattered. The teams get down 25 points, 30 points, and it's like they give up and they put the backups in, and
Or they just come down and shoot threes, back and forth,
I mean,
back and
that-
forth,
that-
back and forth.
I watched the thing the other night with what analytics has done to basketball, and there was probably about 10 possessions in a row where it was just dribble down and chuck it.
Yeah.
And it was the Lakers versus, I don't remember who they were playing, but LeBron had 2 or 3 where he just chucked it
Yeah.
from
I think I saw
3-4
this.
feet
Yeah.
behind the 3-point line, and it was just a back and
They
forth.
get the rebound, they'd come down, they would miss.
It's just let's get this game over with and just start jacking up threes.
I want to ask a question because it happens in hoop group. I know a friend of mine sitting. I'm not sure which side, the right or left. Probably the right. But now Denny goes 0 for 11. He thinks the next shot's going to make it. Like all of a sudden, is that analytics, Denny? Like when you're 0 for 11, you just say,
Yeah, play the odds.
Yeah. One's going to fall eventually.
That's
Now you're
my
warmed up.
problem.
Now you know what you
These
got to
guys
do.
are like 1
I'm
for
sure
19.
I've seen Denny's golf game as well, so I know as easily as he goes 0 for 11, he could get streaky and go
He
11
does.
in a row.
I'll be honest with you, he does. And you know what? That is true. But what I'm saying is your mentality always seems like a while your coach said, hey, no more threes.
Well, he's a NASCAR driver, for God's sakes. I mean, he has no conscience.
Wow.
He has no conscience.
Look at that move.
I mean, he's going out 200 miles around with other cars an inch away. I mean, yeah, you're going to have all the confidence in the world that you're going to make the next shot for sure.
Okay. What about the guy for the Hornets then? He goes 0 for 9. Do you pull him or not?
Well, that's a different story because, I mean, there's other guys that are as capable of going 9 for 9 out there as he does. And, you know, I mean, you're playing a team sport. There's not millions of dollars being bet on your basketball game, I don't believe. Well, there might be. Well, let me take that back. There might be some money, but I don't know if it's that kind of money.
We got that Venmo account being audited this year. We're going to find out. I have a bet with Denny. He reminds me, but it's probably $5. But would the Panthers win more than 5.5 games?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
these guys are
I bet the
so
over
bad.
on that.
I know you told me.
I mean, the under. I'm sorry, the under. I bet the
Yeah, I
under.
bet
I'm going to
the
hit it. I
over.
need them to lose one more. And I hit the under.
What's Taylor doing now?
She's wanting Dad to watch. There she goes.
That's impressive.
Where's the other one? You got to watch both of them now.
She's over here on the wall.
I've never understood. That's the one thing I can never do. I can never skate. I can never
Yeah, I
skateboard.
can't do it. I can't skateboard. I
But
can't do it.
my biggest question is how do they get themselves going so fast in a circle without doing it? They go faster and faster and faster. It's like they build up centrifugal force and momentum and turn into this rotating sphere.
I used to rollerblade a lot, but I don't know if that translates to the ice. I'm not sure.
I think Kush and Alex should just have their own reality show. I mean, what if
Yeah.
we wore? Maybe we should have wore those outfits today.
No. We could have, but I'm not sure it would have looked good on us, Ron. They make it look good. Good for them.
Well, we got the perfect amount of people on the ice. I was surprised that some of my friends didn't get out there. Sherry wasn't out there, I don't think. Denny didn't go out there.
The Scott brothers didn't. Chris and
He
Michael.
hurt himself. But I went roller skating back. We had a party. It is funny how you lose your ability to do some of these sports. Like Taylor's trying. I don't know what she's trying to do, but then she got Molly, who's never been on skates, was crazy. We're missing Charles. What about Nate Conley? Where's Nate at? He's bragging about how good he is, and he's not here.
What's going on at Red Rocks the next few days? Christmas, we're a week away, Ron.
Christmas parties. We're open Christmas Eve. That's the next big event. New Year's Eve. I'm
Yep.
not sure what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing New Year's Eve?
Nah. I think we might just lay low.
Yeah. I don't know either. I'm really lost this year. I might want to go somewhere, but I don't know.
Where you
No.
going?
I don't know. New Year. I just need to go somewhere. I don't know where.
Atlanta?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I'd just like to get out of here.
I remember we used to go to Vegas
Yeah.
quite a bit. You going there anytime soon?
I go for the race when Denny goes, but I was thinking about New Year's Eve. What are you gonna do New Year's Eve? You still have a bar, right?
I'm going to be over spending time trying to make that thing happen. I'm trying to use your model over here and steal a little bit of your thunder.
What about our sponsor, Truist, John Honduras, doesn't even come over and say hi?
Yeah, he didn't come up to the mic yet.
I mean, I'm surprised. He's kind of that guy. Did he leave? Did
I don't
Hondo
know. I
leave?
haven't seen him in a minute.
No, I haven't either. Well, we're getting ready to wrap it up, right? What time is it?
We're at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Any parting words for the fans out there?
Just remember our locks of
Frank?
the week. Washington, SMU for you.
I got Notre Dame.
Frank, Notre
Dame's
Dame.
my lock of the week.
Ron and I haven't lost in 2 weeks. We're 4-0 in the last 2 weeks.
For your locks?
Yep.
Yeah. Georgia, I had Georgia. Lock of the year.
Against Texas?
Lock of the year.
Yeah, that was the week I had the Panthers against the Eagles. Last week we
you
did-
bet the spread?
Oh yeah. Because
so
it was
you won.
14 points.
I mean, Panthers are covering,
Yeah.
except for this last
Yes.
week. But
and then last week Ron took. Who'd you take last week? Ron?
Detroit.
Oh, you took
Buffalo.
Buffalo, and I took I'd take the Chiefs because they were 4-point favorites when we saw it against Cleveland.
Are you
which
guys
is
in a
crazy.
pool that you're picking one team a league?
He is.
Or one,
Well, we
one,
both are. We're
one
two
team
separate
a
pools.
game?
How are you doing that poll?
I'm in 8th.
Yeah, well, obviously you know where I'm at. So
But
we're
there's
not-
78
but
people
that's
in ours,
called
Ron.
loading. I'm in first right now, but I have one more week to go.
There's
One more week.
There's 78 people in ours, so I don't know.
35.
Okay.
How much y'all put in? What's your
200.
and how much you get if you win?
If you win a week, 500.
What if you for the year?
It's like 2,000 maybe.
I think Denny was. I think he was like 24-6. Like he for 3 weeks in a row. Then he started gloating about it. And now he's like.
Well, it's one of those things where I have the second most wins, but I don't have as many key wins as like people in front
Yeah.
of me.
How do you know if you? I gotta look at that and see how many key wins I have. This
It
week I had
shows
2
you.
key wins.
Oh, we
This
only do
week's
one a
gonna
week.
be interesting because you got bowl games too. I gotta get if I 10 points I win.
How do you bet on a bowl game nowadays? I mean, I know how you bet on it, but I mean, what are you looking for when
Yeah.
Marshall's playing?
Right,
You know,
yeah.
somebody and 35 of their players aren't going to play. I mean, it's pretty tough to kind of predict. You know what you're going to see in a bowl game.
Yeah, you don't know who's playing. I mean, I don't know. Like Marshall, I still think it's the weirdest thing ever. They just okay, we don't want to play. We all went to the portal. We can't play.
Well, they're following their coach left, and they're following him to his next job.
I know, but that shouldn't be right.
I mean, there has to be some sort of boundaries for
Danny,
sure.
if you got to check out, we love you. Thank you for stopping by the show. It's always good to have
We're about
you.
to sign off anyway, right?
By the way, when are we doing the IQ test? So, Danny, when we do it, we're so Michael and me and you, and we could get Frank on it, but Danny's going to bring an IQ test up.
I've done it already.
And so,
What'd you get?
125.
so we're going to do an IQ test up here.
Are these the ones you get on Instagram that pop up and you have to solve the puzzles
Yeah.
or those?
Well, wait.
That type of IQ,
Yeah,
or is it?
I want to play the
pick
same one.
3
he plays it.
crosswalks.
Like he'll go the most experienced. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right.
I looked at one the other day. 1, 3, 5.
Ron was already giving his excuses because he doesn't make a lot of excuses, but
No, never.
Never. Ron
But
would
he's
never
like,
make an
on my
excuse.
mind, it's just not as.
He's like, can I just see the questions before real
I'm
quick?
older, so I can't.
I need to look at the questions first.
I can't comprehend as good as I used to.
What's that?
As long as I want.
It's ours. Yeah, I think it's over now, Ron. All right. Well, Ron,
They're
you
letting
ready to
other
sign
people
off?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
to
ready to
off?
sign up. What are we going to say? Merry Christmas. We might
Mercy,
see you
Merry
next
Christmas.
week. I'm not sure.
Is this
don't
your
know.
last one before the holidays?
I don't know. We might. We can do one more next week if you're in town. I will.
Yeah.
I'll be around.
Let's do it.
Let me
Let's
know.
do it. Hey, forgot. Hey, big shout out to Truist Bank.
Thank you,
And
Truist.
We forgot about Spot TV.
Spot
Brent
Network
over
TV.
here.
Yep.
I mean, Spot Network
Brent's
TV.
our guy.
He
Appreciate
set
your
the whole
help,
thing
Brent.
up. Without him, we wouldn't have all these cameras.
Yep.
So came in town from Atlanta just for this with Hondo. So thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you to everyone who
Awesome.
showed up as well. Appreciate it. See you guys next week. Merry Christmas if we don't.